y'all want to do is just talk about women. Y'all want to know strategies like, oh, I want to hear the secret strategy, man. Nah, sometimes you gotta take some time off to build your empire, build yourself. That's how you're gonna get them flocking around you. You're just gonna keep getting used goods. You're just gonna keep getting, some women who've been around town. You're gonna keep getting Melissa. She been around town. She been with Tyrone. She been with Chad, and now she wanna get with you. That's what you're gonna keep getting. But if you wanna get these higher echelon top women, career top women who got their stuff together, y'all know what I mean? That's what you won't get. And if you want to get with that, you gotta get yourself up on game. Alright? Take some time off. They ain't going nowhere. Women always gonna be around, man. They always gonna be around. And they always gonna keep multiplying. And the good thing about it here, for us guys, we don't have an expiration date. Some of these women, they be hitting the wall, 30 years old, 35, you in shape, you keeping yourself in shape, you hitting the gym, you eating good, you're not eating junk food all the damn time. You always gonna keep looking good, man. You're gonna get yourself some 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and you damn near 45. That's how it's gonna happen. But that don't come unless you build your empire. Alright? This is not rocket science, damn it. All you gotta do is just focus on yourself. Y'all think Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all these dudes y'all know, y'all think they got that wealth chasing women? Nah, they took big time to structure what they wanted. They had a vision, they had a goal, and they focused on it. They achieved that, and now they can get any type of woman they want. They can get anybody they want, man. And if you want that for yourself, you gotta focus on yourself. You gotta focus on that self-improvement. If you want to write a book, if you start a business, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, as long as it's gonna bring you some money, it's gonna give you a skill, you gotta focus on that. And next thing you know, once you up, they gonna come flocking. This is nature, man. That's how they be. A lot of y'all want to sit here and complain, all they want is money, all they want is cash. So what you gonna do about it? You gonna just keep complaining? You gonna keep going after Melissa, after Tyrone that done dipped in her? What you gonna do about it? You gonna keep chasing after Melissa, after Tyrone done had his feel with her? If you want to do that, by all means, man. But the real men out here, they know y'all gotta start being picky with the type of women y'all want to get with. Alright? You gotta be super picky. You gotta pick the higher echelon. Somebody who she been around all around town, everybody knows her. When they see you with her, they be like, they laughing at you. Because that's what you get. The only thing that's gonna compete with a woman, you're never gonna compete with a woman with looks. Alright? That's the first thing you gotta understand. They always gonna win because they always gonna keep getting what they want using their looks. The only thing that can match that for a man is his purpose, is his bread. That's the only equalizer. Forget what you heard, man. The only equalizer for a man, if y'all go on IG right now and you try to DM, some of these dimes y'all be seeing, posting pics and all that. If you try to DM her, guess what's going to happen? Nothing happens, right? You think if Drake or Justin Bieber or whatever, some of these celebrities y'all know about, you think if one of them was to DMs her, LeBron James, you think if he DMs her, she gonna ignore that? What you think finna happen? Yeah, there you go. So if you wanna, I'm not saying you gotta be a top athlete, or top rapper or whatever, but you gotta get yourself in that position that you in the right spots, You know what I'm saying? You in the right restaurants, high-end restaurants, high-end places where you can meet this type of quality of women. And you're never gonna get there if you ain't got your bread up. You always gonna be a bum, and you always gonna keep getting bum women. I'm just keeping it a buck.